great college basketball game. I just think you saw two teams that didn't want to lose. And there was obviously added intensity when it's a rival game. So the border war knows no boundaries or borders, obviously. So it came down to kids just making plays at the end of the game. You know, Wyoming, they made a lot of big shots. Our kids made a lot of big shots. And you just saw a lot of courageous student athletes out there tonight. And so it was a fun game to be a part of, proud to be a part of it. We respect the heck out of Wyoming. We're happy with the win.
Thank you, Coach. Questions for the student athletes?
Kelly Lyle with the Fort Collins, Colorado. And Grit, you kept going for layups at the start of each overtime period. Was that something you saw, or was that just a determination on your part that you were going to make sure you guys got the first bucket?
I didn't think about it like, oh, we need to get the first bucket. It was just what opened up, and we've played that play throughout the year, and it seems to work pretty well, so we just kept going through it.
Just one question for Sam, too. Just what went through your mind when you guys finally won it after all that? Just what was that like, going through the emotions and the ups and downs?
It was definitely a roller coaster of emotions, but extremely happy. I was extremely happy. I mean, what a great win by our team. We found a way to win. It was a hard-fought game by both teams, and you know, we're going to the championship game, and nothing gets better than that. So.
Sam, 11 for 12 for you from the free throw line. You mentioned the other day it's something, the scenario you've run through your head before. Do you think, you know, kind of picturing that moment helped you stay calm and make all those free throws?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I mean, Coach always says, be a winner and make them pay. And so you just got to step up to the line and just shoot with conviction. And that's kind of what I think our team did tonight. So we made the free throws when they counted, and I think that was huge for us.
And then Grit, I mean, you guys have said it all season long, you just find a way to win. But, I mean, you guys took that to the extreme. Where do you think that comes from, just the ability to, no matter what the circumstance, just be able to pull it out in the end?
Honestly, I think it's because we love each other. Like, we play for each other, and we just want to win. Like, we want to play for CSU, and I think that's what showed up towards the end, where we just kept making plays when it counted the most, and I think we did that for each other and the program.
Given the way this game went, just how tough would it have been to have not come out on top?
That would have been a heartbreaker. I think, you know, we have the rivalry, and it's the semifinals, and it definitely would have been hard for our team. But you know, that didn't happen, so we're not going to worry about that.
With so many people fouling out, what does it say about, you had a lot of players that rarely play that came in and made some clutch plays down the stretch for you. What was that like? I mean, did you have faith in those players, or were you a little bit nervous about what might happen?
No, I had complete faith in them. I mean, Haley came in and made some huge rebounds, some huge defensive plays, and then, you know, Hannah came in with her first 2 free throws of her career, and you know, I think that just shows what Grit says, is that we're playing for each other, we're playing for this school, and we're going to do whatever it takes to win as a team. And I think that that's what was huge about us, is that it was a whole team, and it always is, but today everyone contributed in some way, and I think that was a huge part, and it's because we get along and love each other that we believe in each other.
Sam, you played 48 minutes, and then obviously you turn around tomorrow and play another game, but I assume just kind of the tournament atmosphere and everything you're not going to be worried about being tired tomorrow at all?
No, I mean, take an ice bath tonight, and then in the morning we're ready to go. It's the championship game, so we'll be there.
Anything else for our student athletes? Okay, we'll dismiss them at this time. Thank you, ladies. Questions for Coach Williams?
Ryan, just what were you thinking as you went into that third overtime, and you're losing starters right and left to foul trouble, and you're pulling people off the bench that have had their sweats on for 3 weeks?
I can't tell you what I was thinking. Yeah, it was, you know, those are situations that you really don't practice throughout the year. And we had a lineup out there that, I got a little card that I carry that we've got some concepts and some actions that we think can maybe get us a good shot. But with the personnel we had out there, it was like, she doesn't know where to go on that one. And it was just kids making plays. That's what we told our kids in the timeout. Just go play basketball. After every overtime, go play basketball. Go make plays. Go have some fun with this thing. And apparently we love each other, and that's a good thing. And so I don't know if I've ever been a part of a game quite like that. And to come out on top is obviously, we feel very, very fortunate.
Let's go right over here.
Coach, being that you split the Border War series each at home during the regular season, what was it like getting a postseason tiebreaker on a neutral site?
It's always good to beat Wyoming for a lot of reasons. It is the border war, but also because it's a really good basketball program, and they've got really good coaches and really good players. So, it's great that we're moving on, and we earned it because we beat a really good team. And Wyoming ended our season last year. It was 60-58, and we were having a little different press conference last year at this time. So, it was a good win for a lot of reasons.
You got the chance between games to go back and watch your daughter play a pretty critical playoff game. What was that like, and how worried were you about that detracting from preparation?
Yeah, it probably prepared me well for this game. I didn't know it was going to be triple overtime, but being a parent and sitting there watching your daughter play in a state semi, that's probably a little more stressful than today. So I was ready for this, folks. What a neat opportunity that was for our family. When you're a basketball family and you've got a daughter playing high school basketball and they're in the state semis. I do work for the best boss in the business who understands priorities and made a really neat thing for our family happen. And we should have probably brought some players back with us on that plane. We needed them. But everybody fouling out.
It seemed like every time Wyoming would answer, you were able to stay calm, and your presence seemed like it kind of rubbed off on your players. Is that something you're thinking about, or where's that?
I was calm. I couldn't move. We've said it all year long, right? That the big strength of this basketball team is its poise, its composure, and they just keep go out and they compete, and they find a way. I feel silly that we say that almost after every close win, but that's what this group is all about. And I think they do trust each other, and that brings a poise and a calm to that huddle. So when you can put a lot of bullets out there and a lot of trustworthy teammates, they do have a great team belief, and I think that showed up. And when Hannah stepped up and made those free throws, I don't know if you guys were going to ask that question, but I surely want to. That was big time. Those were Hannah's first 2 free throws of her career. When you're sitting, she was doing jumping jacks there behind the bench. She was ready to go in. And those are tough situations for players that they don't play a lot of minutes, and they've got to come in crucial situations and perform. And she was a rock star for those 2 free throws. And she had great confidence, And they practice hard every day. They prepare themselves for that moment. So no surprise that those babies went in.
Let's go back there first.
Sam's waited a long time for this and probably has a different perspective than the younger players in your rotation. What will you tell them about the opportunity they have tomorrow?
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And it's as a basketball team, we've been through a lot. It's a grind. These seasons are a grind. And to get to this stage and to have that opportunity, just make the most of it. Let's go have some fun with this thing, and let's see what we can do. We should play relaxed tomorrow. I think sometimes as a 1 seed, it's tough to get here. It's tough to get to this spot, especially going through a great Utah State team and then a border war rivalry game, and then you get to the finals. I think our kids, sense of relief perhaps, but it means a lot to that locker room, and especially, kids like Sam, kids like Haley, they've been program warriors. They've been through the ups and downs of the last 4 years, what this program's gone through, and for them to be a part of this and to really help turn this thing and to have a huge responsibility in helping turn this thing, there's no better feeling. I'm so happy for our group.